have motions to do my video blog on MUN Essentials. Motion to do a video blog on research binders. That'll be it. Hey guys, what's up? And this is Valvaria, giving you guys my expertise, and I would like to share also on having such kind of a MUN essential. Okay, so one of the MUN essential here is the research binders. Okay, let me give you a background on this MUN or Model United Nations, but before that, this is really the first time for me to do a video blogging about MUN essentials, or whatever the tips that I would like to share based on my experience on being an MUN delegate. I may not be a veteran for that, but it's a first time for me, but I would like to share also to all of you guys in order for you guys to feel inspired. And if you're a future, if you want to become an MUN delegate like me, MUN delegate, or if you really want to pursue MUN delegation like what I did, it will take you time to in-depth research, and at the same time attend some orientation, and attend an orientation, what's going to happen, whatever will be. Sometimes you'll be having a mock community session and stimulation. So MUN was really a trend for most of the delegates who are taking up international relations or so-called consular and diplomatic affairs. And there are some who are not into those courses but interested to feel this MUN experience, because MUN, like literally, MUN was really popular here in the United States, and it became popular in the 90s across Asia and Europe and other parts of the country, parts of the world. So here in the Philippines, MUN was really a trend for collegiate students, even the senior students nowadays, until to this day. And MUN may be a demanding sport for registration fees and even the accommodation fees, but believe me, it's gonna be worth the best, worth the hard work, and at the same time you will learn a lot from the best. And again, for no more further ado, let's proceed to do the research to share. For no further ado, I would like to show you what's really inside my research binder. Let's give it a go. So inside this research binder is, placards. The placard, I attended this 21st Biennial Model United Nations last first week of July or second week of July, and it's really the best. It's a side note, but on the side note, I put my placard here in this pocket binder, and look, it's there. And there's lots of messages from the delegates themselves. Wow, shout out to the General Assembly delegates of the 21st BMUN, 21st Biennial Model United Nations. You guys rock. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. Okay, I will show you what's inside of this research binder. Okay, research binder is really essential to a delegate, especially you are not allowed to bring your cell phones. You're not allowed to bring out your phones for your research during the committee session. You can bring that for your unmoderated caucus. That's a tip. Okay, tip number 1. So, this research binder that I'm having is color black, and this is Eagle. I'll show you the brand. This is Eagle Binder Collection, which is I brought I bought this one in National Bookstore here in the Philippines. And it costs me in between 200 pesos or 120, 180, whatsoever. I forgot the price because I bought this way back 2013. And I will show you now what's inside of it. So look, okay, this first page of this research binder is the content. You write the research binder contents. Here, there's the title, and you write the what's really inside of it. The very important. That's a very important because you're really out of your mind. This is what I do. So I wrote them so I could be guided accordingly. Okay, so this is an exceptional committee's actual UN site and UN charter. Since it's not really it's still useful for research, but the most important here is very optional for this one, but country profile is really important. What is your country? Your topics. Also, the second one is the topics, the background guide, your committee's background guide, news articles relation to the agenda's topic of to your country's agenda topic. Of course, resolutions, treaties, and conventions made by the United Nations as well. That's a very important. That's a very essential. It's impossible there is no resolution about the agenda topic. Come on, cheer up. Also, the policies, speeches and press releases, and the voting record. Let's say reports about the agenda topic on hate crime. Let's say hate crime. How many percent does this country have on hate crime? Solutions, blog articles, think tanks. I forgot prior to the 21st Biennial Model United Nations, I forgot to create my think tank due to the fact that I'm overthinking during my making of the position paper that I did. Academic papers, which is the research of the researchers, of course, common sense. They call it academic papers. And ideas. What was your country's idea about solving this agenda topics given? So let's proceed. This is what I want to show. This is the rules of procedure, the short form version of it, and you can see motions, purpose, debate, and vote. So this is quite helpful, especially if you're out of your mind what to do during the committee session. Second is your country's profile. So when I was a delegate for the 21st Biennial Model United Nations, I represented Malta in the General Assembly. So it's quite challenging for me because quite a rare find for research, in terms of research for an agenda topic. So you have your research, your country profile. The source is the World Fact Book, CIA. It's really available there. So this is what I've learned in the Best Delegate website. And this is kind of useful. Let's say if the country, you have to analyze what's your country, read it well, and read it fervently. And be faithful to your country profile as well. So there. And also everything, like almost everything, like literally, oops, it's my resume. There. So I have also a second there and there. And also I have the second country profile. Malta's country profile, UN data. There. You will know everything. The economy, the rates of everything. There you go. And I'm sorry for being quick. So this is the background guide. I'm saying this is the background guide of my committee that I'm into during the 21st Biennial Model United Nations General Assembly. So this one is really the background guide, of course, about your committee. The definition, the background, of course, the background, common sense, and this one is the agenda topic, the first agenda topic, which was the clear majority to prioritize for resolution paper. That is probably the most prioritized topic for my committee, addressing racism and the rise of hate crimes for ICT. Yeah. and we got it. Boom, we passed. The resolution papers were passed. Boom. There. So they shared the introduction, also the international efforts, and also there's a conclusion. They give you guide questions. The guide questions, by the way, is for your position paper. So the guide question is based on the general topics given. So the answers that you're gonna answer there must be embodying your assigned country. And here are the references as well. So also the agenda number 2, which is my favorite. However, kind of connecting topic to some delegates. There, and the guide questions, and there. Anyway, there's a folder for separation to stay organized. In order to stay organized. Also, look what I got. On the side note, okay, I got ray of sunshine because I kept smiling during the unmoderated calculus. Oh, I didn't realize that I made the whole community smile without me thinking of it, but I'm blessed. Also, there a certificate of participation proof. There's a proof proving that I'm really part of this MUN. I'm proud of it. There. Okay, now for me to stay organized in my speech, I wrote there the parts of the speech, and you were only given 1 minute and 30 seconds, sometimes 1 minute or less. There. So I also created this guide for position paper or resolution paper. There. Here is the very important for reference guide to your position paper or for your resolution paper. Alright, this news article that I'm showing is for referential purposes. Let's say you're creating your position paper and you serve this as your references. And of course, other references includes the convention papers and resolution papers as well. Of course, the reports of your assigned country about, let's say, in relation to your agenda topic. On the other hand, I have prepared and printed news articles based on agenda topics 1 and number 2. Well, I collected news articles that are relevant to both agenda topics. Majority of them are hate crimes. The other is PWD related. Okay. The next one here that I'm gonna show is the reports of your country's let's say example here is a hate crime. So I presented you guys an example about the report on hate crimes in Malta. So the other one here is the literary guide or background guide about preventing hate crimes, which is, of course, it is also a background guide on how to prevent hate crimes, international reactions, and the like. Of course, those reports and literary serves as a reference. And yeah, I made a mistake. So, but it's helpful though. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. To get you inspired. And the other one here is to continue. Okay, this is the paper for, of course, I have a strategy plan of action which is, the source is, of course, from the United Nations. Oopsie. Okay, this is literally your background guide. Of course, there are possible preventions, and of course, key commitments, etc., etc. Okay, that'll be it. There. Okay, of course, I won't show everything. Anyway, you have the most important of all. You have a resolution paper. Oopsie. A resolution paper. Oh, sorry. A resolution paper. Human Rights Council. Yeah. A resolution paper proving that the hate crime was discussed and was given a resolution. So, this is a subtopic, discrimination, violence against individuals based on their sexual orientation and gender identity. Okay, this is an example of it. I print this one because first and foremost, it's relevant to the agenda topic. Because Malta was also mentioned here, and there. This is a big example, best example though, but it must be safe. And this is another convention, sorry. This is another convention, and this proves is your reference as well for your referential purposes. And I have also the second convention that I got, and it's about the observation of the initial report of Malta, which is my assigned country. And of course, work form on the implementation. This is another convention, but it's in a report format. Here we are. This is the most important matter. So here are the paper. I use intermediate pad for the speeches that I spontaneously did. I'm a spontaneous type of person. I'm sorry about that. Very bewildered. The bewilderment is there. It's still there. Understandable to some. This is the speeches that I made, and I wrote it in cursive. I'm proud of it, and I have to be very quick on writing if I want to be given a chance for the speakers list. And of course, this is news given by the Secretary General, and another speech paper. The situation on Yemen, it was a sudden agenda topic that was given to us, and make a resolution paper out of it. That is really kind of a challenge for the whole delegates, for the whole delegation body, for the Model United Nations, the MUN at that time. So it tested us how flexible we are, how spontaneous we are when making resolution papers. So we read this fervently. Of course, here's the speech I made about these news that was given. Oops! A bonus track. This is a report. This is a report. Oops! This is a report paper. A report on the country's person with disabilities. The implementation. There. This is also another research evidence, research reference, a reference that is embodying my country's agenda topic. Number 2. So there you have it. Research binders contents. There you have it. And there you have it, guys. The research binder. And this will be my BFF in the upcoming MUNs, local MUNs for now. There. I apologize, it's kind of not organized at all. And now that I've shared what's really inside this research binder, and you learned a lot from it, and this is really helpful. And a bonus track, it's for an album, actually. Extra papers, intermediate pads. So I got this way back in high school, but it's still essential to college students, to some college students. On a side note, this is helpful because it's blue to blue, and it's also white, especially when you're writing it fast. So I have hats off for this nice intermediate pad, and it's here in this folder, which is included in my research binder, but it won't fit. I cannot put it in the clear book pouches either because it will fall off again. So there you have it. The art of research binders. And this video blog has adjourned until this next video blog.